There are moments in this industry that are manufactured, carefully curated in a writer's room, typed into a script, and rehearsed until the edges are smooth. Moments designed to elicit a pop, a cheer, a predictable rise in the decibel level, and then ... There are the anomalies, the fractures in the timeline. The moments where the air leaves the room not because the cue card said it should, but because 15,000 people collectively forgot how to breathe. Monday Night Raw, Los Angeles. The heart of the entertainment world, the rumor mill had been dormant. The dirt sheets had nothing. No leaks, no blurry airport photos, no cryptic tweets from insiders. The wrestling world thought they knew the card. They thought they knew the players. But in a city built on illusions and cinema, reality was about to crash through the barricade with the force of a freight train. The women's world champion stands in the center of the ring. She is mid-promo, her voice shrill, claiming there is no one left, no challengers, no legacy strong enough to stand in her shadow. The crowd is booing, a low, simmering heat. It's standard. It's routine. And then the audio cuts. Not a fade-out. A hard cut. The microphone dies. The arena plunges into absolute, suffocating darkness. Even the commentary team is confused, asking if the power grid failed or if they lost the feed. Fear is primal. Confusion is intellectual. But shock? Shock is visceral. When those lights went down, the assumption was a returning legend. Maybe Trish, maybe Lita, the usual suspects. But when the Titantron flickered to life, the imagery wasn't nostalgia. It was a warning. The giant screen flashed rapid images of a dojo, a katana slicing through a candle, and the eyes of a tiger, before a single word appeared in blood-red font, Bloodline. A figure emerges from the smoke. She is tall, imposing, dressed not in standard ring gear, but in a tactical, sleeveless, GI-inspired bodysuit. She walks with a terrifying calmness. No rushing, no playing to the crowd, just a predator entering a paddock. The commentary team struggles to identify her, noticing the walk isn't a rookie jitter. As she steps into the light, the eyes are Kelly LeBrock's, piercing, beautiful, but the scowl, the physicality, is pure Steven Seagal. This is Arissa LeBrock, the daughter of the hard-to-kill action icon and the woman in red. A genetic cocktail of Hollywood royalty and martial arts lethality. For years, she had been a whisper, a model, a reality TV curiosity. But quietly in the shadows, away from the TMZ cameras, she had been training. Not to walk a runway, but to break bones. The crowd begins to murmur, realizing who stands before them. She slides into the ring, standing opposite the champion. The size difference is jarring. The champion makes the mistake. She lunges for a clothesline. Arissa doesn't bump. She doesn't recoil. An emotion almost too fast for the live feed to catch. She catches the champion's wrist. It's an Aikido redirection, using the champion's own momentum. Arissa spins, twisting the arm, and sends the champion flying across the ring effortlessly. It wasn't a wrestling move. It was a movie fight scene brought to life. The commentary team screams in disbelief, recognizing the Aikido style immediately. In wrestling, we are used to the suplex. We are used to the powerbomb. We understand the physics of the grapple. We are not ready for the physics of the intercepting fist. The champion scrambles up, angry now, and charges again. Arissa steps to the side, a minimal movement, and delivers a stiff, open palm strike to the chest. The sound echoes through the arena. The champion collapses, gasping for air. Arissa stands over her, straightening her wrist tape a gesture, so dismissive it draws more heat than a middle finger ever could. While the arena was trying to process the violence in the ring, backstage was a hornet's nest. Producers were screaming into headsets. The script had been shredded. This wasn't supposed to be a squash match. This was supposed to be a confrontation. But Arissa LeBrock didn't play by the rhythm of a wrestling match. She played by the rhythm of a street fight. Superstars gathered around monitors and catering, wondering if she was shooting, whispering about how she broke a trainer's nose last week at the Performance Center. Arissa picks up the microphone dropped by the champion. The crowd falls silent. She raises the mic and looks at the hard cam. Her voice is deep, raspy, and textured as she says, Hollywood ... is make-believe. My father made movies about breaking people. My mother made movies about being perfect. I am not a movie. And I don't pretend. She drops the mic. Arissa LeBrock has arrived in WWE, and she has just dismantled the Women's World Champion in less than 30 seconds. This is unprecedented. She's got the blood of an action hero and the presence of a supermodel, but she fights like a trained killer. The division is on notice. No, scratch that. The division is in danger. Social media ignited instantly. Within 3 minutes, hashtag Seagal's daughter was trending #1 worldwide. The footage of her wristlock takedown went viral on TikTok instantly. Martial arts enthusiasts analyzed the footwork. Wrestling purists critiqued the selling. But no one could look away. Later in the parking lot, reporters swarmed her black SUV, shouting questions about her father and the title. She stopped, turned to the camera with harsh lighting casting long shadows across her face, and delivered a final warning. Ask me about my father one more time, and I'll show you exactly what he taught me. She slammed the car door. It was a threat. It was a promise. But beneath the surface of this explosive debut, questions began to form. Wrestling is a marathon, not a sprint. A singular moment of shock is easy. Sustaining the aura of a killer, that is the hardest job in the business. The locker room is a political minefield. You have veterans who have clawed their way up from bingo halls, bleeding for pennies, who now have to watch a celebrity offspring walk into the main event slot on night 1. The resentment backstage is already palpable. Arissa LeBrock stepped into the fire tonight. She proved she can dish out punishment. She proved she has the look, the lineage, and the lethal capability to shock the world. But in the WWE, the sharks smell blood in the water, even if it's the blood of royalty. She has the fans' attention. She has the media's lens. But next week the bell rings for real. Next week, the element of surprise is gone. They say, never meet your heroes. But for the WWE women's locker room, they're about to find out that the daughter of an action hero might just be the villain of their story. The dynasty has evolved. The Aikido master's legacy is no longer on a movie set. It's live, it's raw, and it is hunting.